So yeah. So what we've done is, I remember going to Ireland and we found out a little bit about people were digging up an artifact or something, and I'm not sure how we ended up at a hospital. Can't remember. It's probably going to all make sense when I go in, but I remember that I had to be in the hospital and I had to fake that I was one of the doctors to get past a certain area. And I kept trying to get past a certain area, but it didn't work. So I think I've got to go back to the lobby and talk to the main dudes. So that's what we're going to do, I believe. Good evening, Ben. Good evening. I'm just hoping that this game makes me stay awake because, as I said, I haven't slept very well. So hopefully that means that that my brain's going to function, because sometimes what I find with these point-and-click games is some of the puzzles can be a little bit obscure. So I ended up just using every single inventory item with everything. So hopefully it's not going to be like that. So we're in a hospital. I can't remember where the hospital is at the point in time. But we're in a hospital for some reason. I'm sure it's going to make sense once we get going. So here we go. Right, so George. So I believe we've got to go back to the lobby. So weirdly enough, we spoke to the guys in the lobby as a civilian, and then we're gonna go back to the lobby and then speak to these doctors as someone with a white coat on, as if we're like Clark Kent. So we're going to speak to these guys to see if this helps us progress at all.
Excuse me, sir.
You must be the new boy.
Yeah, I must be.
Well, stop wandering about and make yourself useful. Donnie, come here, boy. This is Benoit, my nephew. Can I trust you to look after him?
Do your own babysitting, Gramps. Who do you think you are, anyhow?
I am Felix Hagenmeyer.
And may I say what an honor it is to meet you in person, sir. You are on my medical wall of fame. Right up there with Pasteur and Leary. I look on it as a privilege, no, an honor, to look after your nephew, sir.
He is fresh out of medical school. It will open his eyes to see a real doctor on the job.
I'll bet.
Show him around. Let him see some real suffering.
May I have the honor of shaking you by the hand?
You may not. I don't encourage physical contact between my staff.
Does the name Thomas Merlin mean anything to you?
No, it does not.
Look what Nurse Grendel gave me, sir.
Ah, yes, very good. I'm glad to see you're carrying it with you. It reassures the public to see the medical profession using traditional archaic tools.
Why can I still hear the bloody the thingy?
Does this white powder mean anything to you?
No, sir. I do not pretend to know the pharmacist's job.
Look at this, Doc. It's a genuine medieval-type gemstone.
Yes, so I see. Remarkable.
Have you ever heard of the Club Alamat?
No, sir, I have not.
Does this tool mean anything to you?
Sacre bleu! That's exactly what I needed in my last operation.
It is?
I had to improvise with a knitting needle and a couple of corks. If only you'd been on hand at the time. My patient would have given his right arm for it.
Okay.
Do you recognize this red nose, sir?
No, I do not. This is a hospital, not a circus ring. We minister to the sick in body, not the sick in mind.
What do you make of this tissue, sir?
Intéressant. I thought I knew the ins and outs of the human body, but this has me beat. If I were you, I'd have this sample analyzed.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
No, sir, I do not.
Okay.
So long, Hagenmeyer. Hey, Benoit.
There's no need to shout. What do you want?
Here, take this pressure gauge.
Thank you, sir. What do you want me to do with it?
Well, keep it safe until I think of something.
Okay.
Have you ever heard of a guy named Merlin?
No, sir.
Have you ever heard of the Club Alamet?
No, sir.
He's just gonna say no to
Shake my
everything.
hand, Benoit.
I don't think that's a good idea, sir.
How come?
Dermatitis.
I don't have dermatitis.
I do.
I do.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
No, monsieur. I've never seen him before.
Follow me, Benoit.
I'm right behind you, sir.
Okay. I guess we're going back to the ward. With somebody else.
Doctor,
What is it now, nurse?
number 2 again. He won't tell me what he wants. He says he'll only talk to a man.
Do I have to? That guy's nuts.
Doctor, I'm surprised at you. There's no way to talk about our clients.
Okay, I'll see him. But I'm telling you, he's a hypochondriac.
Okay.
Hello again. Have you heard of a guy called Merlin?
No, doctor.
No, doctor.
I thought about giving him an electric shock, but I just couldn't do it. Do you know what this is?
Is it self-raising flour?
No. Do you recognize this red nose?
Nah, I don't.
Well, goodbye and good luck.
Thanks, Doc.
The graph showed a steady decline in his... It kind of shook me to see this guy's life. Hey, Benoit.
Yes, sir.
Are you ready with that pressure gauge?
Primed and ready to pump, sir. What do you want me to do with it?
That guy.
Use it on Eric Sopmarsh.
Okay.
Hey, Benoit.
Yes, sir.
Do you still have that gauge I gave you?
Ah, yes. What do you want me to do with it?
Use it on Rene Croquet.
Okay.
I'm Dr. Stobart.
Bonjour, doctor.
Have you seen any suspicious characters on the ward?
Yeah, I have.
A gorilla and a weasel?
No. This was a tatty old bear.
How was the
A what?
bear acting suspiciously?
Well, he was wearing a homburg.
Is that against the law?
No, but it's pretty weird for a bear.
Don't you think it's possible that the bear was a man in disguise?
Well, obviously, I'm not completely stupid. But who would go to the bother of disguising himself as a bear? It's not as if he'd blend in with the surroundings. I checked with base to see if any bears had been reported missing from the zoo or a traveling circus. They told me to sit tight until reinforcements arrive. I guess they're right. I'd be stupid to tackle a bear single-handed.
Okay.
Have you heard of a guy called Marquet?
He's in quarantine, Doc, right behind this here door.
Marquet
Uh-huh.
is just the man I wanted to see.
I wouldn't go in there if I was you. He has anthrax.
Can you think of any sensible use for this plaster?
Sensible? No. Puerile? Yes, but you've probably thought of those already.
I have to visit my patient.
What for?
Routine. I have to check he's still breathing.
What if he's not?
I'll sign the certificate and register his bed as vacant.
That's a cold and distant attitude to death.
Well, I've been institutionalized to the point of godlike aloofness.
The white coat suits you.
Thanks. Are you Thomas Merlin of Gruber Electronics?
No?
Then you won't be needing this. Have you ever heard of the Club Alamet?
No. It sounds Middle Eastern.
Would you like to shake hands?
What for?
As a gesture of goodwill.
On reflection? No.
Well, I'm here now. How do I get past the
Do
guy?
you recognize the man in this photograph?
No, I have never seen him before.
Do you recognize this gem?
It isn't an emerald, is it?
Yeah, I think so. Thanks. Do you recognize this red nose?
Don't get cute with me.
What do you think this tool is used for?
Branding mice without bending down.
Do you recognize the man in this photo?
No, I have never seen him before.
Catch you later, officer.
Au revoir, Doc. If you see that bear, kick him in the nuts.
Okay.
Rather you than me, pal.
Okay. So we can go in there.
On the top of the chart was his name, Jacques Marquet. I didn't need to be a doctor to read the graphs. Marquet was dying.
I'm confused why I need to see him.
The machine was far too complex for me to understand. Marquet?
Yes. I'm Marquet. I've been expecting you.
You have?
Well, what are you waiting for? Get it over with.
I just want to know what I should do with the gem.
The Lamar gem.
Yeah, right here in my pocket.
Oh, I thought you were one of the assassin.
Not me. I never inhaled.
So, you were sent in my place?
Yeah. You could hardly make the trip to Ireland in your condition. What should I do with the gem?
Deliver it to the Grandmaster. Quickly tell him that I found the tripod right here in Paris.
What, you have it?
Not yet, but it's been taken care of. I hired a couple of stooges with a flair for petty crime.
Would that be Flap and Guido by any chance?
You know them?
We've met. What about the Hashashin?
is more likely to have followed Hausner. He'll stop at nothing to prevent the reforging of the sword.
And that's bad, is it?
As for Klausner, he has gone off to Syria on a wild goose chase.
They have geese in Syria?
He has a theory about the location of the...
That's enough excitement for one day, Monsieur Marquet. What are you doing here?
Talking to this patient, of course.
Monsieur Marquet is my patient. If Herr Hagenmeyer was to hear that...
Okay, I'm going. I'd learned all I could from Marquet anyhow.
Okay.
Ah, there you are, sir. I was just coming to look for you. I finished with your pressure gauge.
Thanks, Bunny.
What's that noise? It sounds as if someone's having a cardiac arrest.
It's all right. The doctor's in there with him.
I'm not sure he's a doctor.
Are you sure he was a doctor?
Oui, monsieur. He showed me his ID. It was Dr. Braille.
There's no Dr. Braille working here.
He's an imposter. The door's locked. Help me, officer.
Stand back, monsieur.
Don't just stand there. Do something.
I found Jacques Marquet.
Did he talk?
Yeah, he talked. For the very last time.
He's dead.
Yeah, killed in cold blood by a bogus doctor.
That's despicable. What kind of guy would pass himself off as a doctor and take advantage of a dying man? Was
I
it
wonder.
Count?
No, I don't know who he was, but it certainly wasn't Khan. He got away, out the window. Have you ever heard of the Hashi Ashin?
No.
Marquet said that they were his biggest enemy.
His biggest enemy was the bogus doctor.
Don't remind me. That guy was evil. He had wild, staring eyes like a dead fish. I'll never trust a doctor again.
A dead fish.
Do you think the assassin was responsible for killing Marquet?
I don't think so. He could have finished him off the first time. Besides, Marquet would have recognized him.
He was pumped to the gills with sedatives. He wouldn't have recognized the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse unless they'd introduced themselves. Let's take another look at the manuscript. That's the tripod in the crew museum. That's the tripod. That's the gem that Pegram found in Lochmarn. There's a woman looking at her reflection, but the
Okay, I think we get the idea.
Have you found out any more about the Knights Templar?
Yes, I have. The guy responsible for the downfall was Philippe IV, the King of France, otherwise known as Philippe le Bel.
I've heard of him.
Well, he is known to history as Philippe the Fair, but I doubt if the Templars called him that. I'm sure André will tell you all about him.
Can you think of any use for this?
That's a thing for measuring blood pressure, isn't it? What are you doing with that?
I picked it up in the hospital. It could be useful.
You ought to take it back. Don't you feel guilty?
No.
Don't you feel guilty? No.
Do you want to look after the gem?
No, George. I'd be too tempted to sell it.
Look, Nico. A handful of plaster.
Yeah, you showed me.
I guess I'd better go back and talk to that weirdo.
Which one, Rousseau or Sergeant Mou? Oh, were you referring to Andre?
I'll let you work it out.
I don't know who Andre is. I've forgotten. That's the problem with taking a big break between sessions. So Andre, who's Andre? I forget. So we can't go to the hospital anymore. What's Musi Croon? Maybe this is where Andre is.
You have left it very late, monsieur.
Late for what?
Anything? I am closing the museum soon. You wouldn't like to get locked in. I can tell you. Not in this gallery.
Why not?
It is haunted, monsieur.
You don't believe in ghosts, surely.
Oh, yes, I do. 7 years ago, a lad managed to hide in here. He'd made a bet with his friends, I suppose. When I found him in the morning, he was cold as ice and stiff as a bug.
Well, what was the cause of death?
They said it was a brain tumor. But on his face was a look of stark, desperate terror such as I have never seen before.
Scary. I thought the original inhabitants of Paris were a tribe known as the Parisi.
That is right, monsieur. Renowned for their pots. You see, in those days, people didn't have much in the way of possessions. A few flints, some animal skins, maybe the odd bone or two. Naturally, when the Parisi came along with their pots, why, everybody wanted one.
I guess they must have caused a kind of consumer frenzy.
Yeah, oui, they connect the market, cleaned up.
You don't know the first thing about those pots, do you?
No, monsieur.
Does this apparatus mean anything to you?
No, monsieur.
Thanks for your help.
So is that Andre Lobineau?
Hi, Andre.
Hello, Georgie.
Have you ever heard of the Hashashin?
Why, yes, it was a radical Muslim sect whose name became synonymous with murder. It was formed in 11th century Persia, shortly before the Crusades.
At roughly the same time as the Templars.
Yes, they gave a new word to our language, Assassini, the assassins.
How did the assassins get their name?
From the legend surrounding the secrets of their initiation rites. A young man who sought to join the sect was given hashish until he drifted into dreams. He awoke to find himself in a fabulous garden with everything he could wish for. The freshest water, the most delicious food, the choicest hash, and the most delectable women imaginable.
Cool. Do you have the address?
I haven't finished the story. There was a price to pay for this taste of paradise.
Wouldn't you just know it?
The young man would wake the next day to find himself back in the real world. He was told that he'd been given a glimpse of the heaven reserved for holy martyrs. A heaven he would enjoy for eternity if he was willing to join the Hashashin.
How did the assassins operate?
Well, as I explained, the new recruits would be only too willing to die for the cause. They'd be instructed in the use of the dagger, poisons, and disguise. Then, the Grand Master of the sect would name an enemy of Allah.
And they'd stop at nothing to eliminate that enemy.
You got it. They were fearless and deadly.
Does the cult of the assassins still exist?
Take a look around at the world today. You tell me.
I think you ought to know that the tripod is going to be stolen.
The Lochman tripod? No.
It's true. I can give you a description of the thieves.
Uh-huh.
before the supposed event has taken place?
I heard them planning the raid.
They're wasting their time. The tripod is protected by a state-of-the-art alarm system.
Well, don't say I didn't warn you. Why don't you loan the tripod to me for safekeeping?
Because I'd never see it again.
Well, don't you trust me?
It's not a question of trust, George. That tripod is hundreds of years old and extremely fragile.
I get your point. Do you have any use for this, Andre?
Ah, shouldn't think so, Georgie.
Thanks for your help, Andre.
You're welcome.
I'm not really sure what that solved, but there you go. Right, so we've been to the museum. We at least told them there was going to be a raid. I mean, go to the police station to. I mean, last time I came here, he told me to sod off.
Excuse me.
What do you want now?
Have you ever heard of the Hashashin, Sergeant?
What was that?
The cult of the assassins.
What are you trying to say, Stobart?
That the clown is a member of that cult.
I see. And what proof do you have?
Proof? I arrived at my conclusion through logical deduction, and
Pseudo-intellectual people. Leave the investigation of crime to those who know best. The police.
is Rosso here?
Yes, he is.
Yes, I do.
One moment, monsieur.
This
Stop
bit
after
just
seeing
takes
to see
so
you, monsieur.
bloody long. Just to talk to the guy.
Did he say what it was about?
No, monsieur.
Very well.
I mean, every time I come here, I don't think I'm progressing the story.
What
at all.
now, monsieur?
Have you heard of Professor Pegram, the archaeologist?
Molly Pegram, the second son of Lord Barclay Pegram.
I don't know. I only read about him in a magazine.
So much for the efficacy of rehabilitation. What has he done this time?
He made an important archaeological find in Ireland. Do you know Pegram well?
I have connections with the family, but I wouldn't say I knew him at all.
Is his name really Molly?
Of course not. That was the nickname he was given at school. All his friends and acquaintances know him as Molly.
No. So long, Inspector.
I mean, what did I find out?
Excuse me.
What do you want now?
No,
See you
she's
later,
gonna ask me to talk to the sergeant again. Okay, so I've been to the police station. That's just where I was. What's the Mon Fachon?
Hello again, officer.
Hello again, monsieur.
I'll see you around.
Oui, monsieur. I'll be there.
I couldn't open it with my bare hands. In the middle of the square was I wondered if there might... In the middle of the square was a manhole. I wondered if there might be something relevant beneath street level.
Yeah, think?
Hey, you! Leave that hammer alone!
sorry. No.
You stay away from that.
Okay. So we're not going down there until that guy disappears.
I didn't have time to sit around.
I mean, I remember coming in here, but I don't think there was anything to do.
A knight, there in the company of his fellows. A statue of a knight holding a staff and a scroll. Per disciplinum meum lux videmus.
Oh, this didn't happen before.
A bit of a stained glass window. Wow! Hoping for a big insight while squinting through a hunk of statuary had been pretty optimistic, I guess. On the end of the staff was some kind of disc with a cross on it. Around the base of the disc was a hairline crack. Well, I could have just taken the end off the staff, but I wanted to be sure what I'd be getting out of vandalizing a church, other than deported.
Give it a good whack.
I wondered if this guy had died in combat. I didn't recognize the biblical story in it. I was a Sunday school dropout. A huge stained glass window formed a magnificent centerpiece for its neighbors.
So nothing really of interest. There's something I'm going to have to do with that staff, I'd imagine, at some point. But now is not that time, I'm guessing. Right. Okay, so that's Montefaucon. I mean, it's been a while since we've been back here. That bit leads to the sewer.
Hello again.
Yes, Inspector.
Does this medical apparatus mean that
Of course.
I have to...
Good luck, Inspector.
Because he thinks he's under the impression that we are a police inspector. So we brought it up now. I mean, I don't think there's any point in us going down here, but... That's sometimes the trouble I have with point-and-click games. There's like sometimes a real lack of direction, or maybe it's just the fact that I can't really pay attention well enough to see what the next step is.
The fountain had probably been attractive at one time. The fountain had probably been attractive. The door was locked. Hello again.
Yes, Inspector.
I have to be going.
Good luck, Inspector.
So he doesn't mind that I sneaked into the courtyard. Okay.
There was nothing inside the tent except...
Hello?
It's George. I'm not sure what I should be doing next.
Neither am I.
Oh, I thought at least it would give me some help. But no! God damn it. Let's see. I mean, he did say talking to the... Have I done everything in the museum? I mean, it keeps talking about like a sophisticated
Don't open it. Remember the burning cattle.
The rod turned smoothly, and the window above me opened.
Now, what did I tell you about?
Was it, you can...
Not quite, monsieur. It was do not touch, not ever.
Oh yeah, that was it.
So I mean, that's some type of distraction. So do I have to wait until he comes over here? Right. Okay. Now what?
It is closing time, Monsieur Lobino.
Oh.
Already, there just aren't enough hours in the day.
More than enough for me. I can't wait to get home and put my feet up.
Eh bien, see you tomorrow.
Good night, Monsieur.
Good night, monsieur. He's not going to check that there's one bloke missing. Whoa. Surprise!
Hey, Guido! Look at this!
Quit fooling around, you moron! Get your ass over here and bring that flashlight.
Do I need to do anything?
Oh, Guido!
What's the big idea, you dummy? Shine the light down here.
The mummy! It's come alive!
If that's a mommy, I'm glad I'm an orphan.
Sometime later. George is dead. End of story. Okay.
What the... Who's there?
Let's get out of here!
Oh, I knew he was going to do that. It's like... What? Who was that?
And when I woke up, I was at the police station. Luckily, I managed to persuade Rosso I was innocent.
Poor George.
What a mess. I bungled the whole thing.
I don't think so. You made a pretty good job of distracting those two crooks.
Yeah, but the killer got away with the tripod.
No, he didn't. He's not the only one who can dress up in costume.
You mean... It was you
was
who
who?
stole the tripod? Oh, hell, Nico. I could have been shot.
Those dogs are more likely to shoot their own feet.
I just wish you'd told me your plans. We're supposed to be in this together. And how come you dressed up like a pantomime cat?
Don't suck, Jersey, please.
Oh, rats. And don't call me Georgie.
Oh, I really thought you'd be pleased. After all, we've got the tripod. Aren't you going to try putting the gem on the tripod?
I guess so.
Okay. What's the worst that can happen?
Nothing happened.
Yeah.
The gem fits perfectly, but what does that prove?
Maybe the tripod has to be in a certain location.
There's nothing on the manuscript to indicate where, though, is there?
Oh, by the way, I had a visit from André Lobino.
Oh, yeah. I hope you didn't mind me giving him your address.
Not at all. It was lovely to see him again. He was over the moon when I showed him the manuscript. It's not often he gets that excited. He made a sketch
Really?
of the Knight's Christ to take back to the museum. I believe he's identified the family who bears that crest.
I sure hope so.
Well, let's look at the
Let's take
manuscript
another
first.
look at the manuscript. There's a guy with a sword and a bull. Between them is a gem supported by a tripod.
Okay.
That's the tripod we borrowed from the museum. That's the gem that Pegram...
Okay.
Labino explained who the Hashashin were.
Yeah?
The cult of the assassins.
Oh, boy.
What have we got ourselves mucked up in?
What do you think the purpose of this tripod is?
On the manuscript, the gem is shown mounted on top of it.
So, we risked a criminal charge to steal a display stand?
Don't ask me. Maybe it's intended to hold the gem in a specific position.
I'm assuming that it's
I have to go.
Already? You only just arrived.
Time and tide wait for no man.
Okay, I'll see you later.
it's gonna be the chapel, isn't it? That's the only thing I can think of. I mean, I don't know if she's just comic relief.
Oh,
or
hi.
what.
Hello, my handsome friend.
Do you know what this tripod was used for?
I couldn't imagine.
Have you seen anyone out here watching Mademoiselle Collard's apartment?
Yes, I have. A strange man, tall and thin as a broomstick. He kept his face hidden, but I saw his eyes peering from evil little slits.
How was he dressed?
A long brown raincoat with a hat.
Or like Humphrey Bogart?
Yes, but he didn't have Bogart's charisma. Besides, this guy looked like he needed a toilet. You never saw Bogart clenching his buttocks like that.
Okay.
See you later.
That's right, monsieur. You
You
will.
will. So I'm guessing using the tripod in the chapel is got to have something. I mean, I haven't been at the airport yet. It's that one, isn't it? Oh, hello.
I had no desire to talk to the crowd.
Talk to the juggler then.
Hey, you with the balls.
Oui?
What do you know about the Knights Templar?
Le Templier? Ah, the last Grand Master, Jacques de Molay, was burnt on an island in the Seine in 1314.
Wow. You're pretty well educated for a juggler.
No, monsieur. I read it on that board over there.
Okay.
How did you learn to be a juggler?
Juggler? What is this juggler?
It's you. You juggle, that makes you a juggler.
Oh, I am a jongleur.
A jongler? What's that?
Mon Dieu. A jongleur is an artist, a master of the contragravity aerobatic mysteries. In centuries past, the courts of the crowned heads of Europe had the jongleurs, witty, erudite men to whom the monarchs turned in their hours of need.
Wait a minute, wait. Let me get this straight. Our enemies are at the borders, plague ravages the land, and the peasants are revolting. Thank God we've got Chuckles the Jongler to throw his balls around. I don't think so.
To throw his balls around.
That juggling doesn't look so difficult.
Oh, it does not, does it not? Perhaps you feel you could do better. No?
I'll give it a try.
Be my guest.
I had no idea what I was doing. But this guy was obviously an idiot, so how difficult could it be?
There's going to be something about him
A lot more
falling
difficult
down
than I
the
thought.
manhole.
That's how difficult. Still, it was my big chance to be derided by complete strangers.
Not so easy after all, is it?
No, I guess not. I've got a medieval tripod.
And my Uncle Claude has hemorrhoids. Say it.
Catch you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
I mean, can I use that whilst the juggler is juggling?
Hey! Leave that
Sorry, no harm intended.
You stay away from that.
Okay. I mean, he's got to be
Hello
distracted
again,
somehow.
officer.
Hello again.
What do you think of the juggler? But he's blocking the thoroughfare and obstructing traffic.
So? He is amusing. The traffic isn't. If he wants to block it, who am I to say no?
You're a cop.
Ah, oui. So I'm... Ah, well...
So you're not gonna do anything about this guy?
No.
He probably doesn't even have a license.
Ah, a license. This I had not considered.
So what are you gonna do?
The instant I return to the station, I shall check.
Return to the station? Why not just ask him?
And spoil his concentration? What kind of a barbarian do you take me for?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think of this?
A blood pressure sleeve.
Don't you want to know why I'm carrying it?
No, that would be dangerously similar to making inquiries. I might get a reputation for taking my job seriously.
Okay.
I'll see you around.
Oui, monsieur. I'll be there.
There was a small crowd of 5 sightseers. It's a weird thing, but you can take the most intelligent people in the world, put them in their vacation duds, and hey presto, they look like morons. Why is that? I had no
Okay. Maybe that comes later. Don't know. I'm sure there is something to do with placing this tripod around somewhere in here.
The statue had any secrets. It was concealing them pretty well. Well, I could have just taken, but I wanted to be other than...
Well, we know that. I mean, I would expect there to be something on the floor. Seems a bit random, doesn't it? I've got to somehow distract the police officer. So I can then open the manhole and then go down it. I don't know where the manhole's going to go.
Hi again.
Oui.
Right, so I've
Catch you
spoke to
later.
him.
Au revoir, monsieur.
I was going to say, do I talk to him about the clown? No, it's already bloody wearing one.
Hello again, officer.
Hello,
Look at this.
cut glass.
No, it's not.
What
I've done
kind
that
of madman would go around waving at...
So either it's glass. I didn't like to think about that. What do you know about medieval ironmongery? Have a look at this little baby.
a tripod?
You mean you don't know?
No, monsieur. Nor do you, I think.
I had all the last stuff when...
Does this red nose mean anything to you?
Ah, you are a clown.
Do I look like a clown?
No, although you juggle like one. Now, if I'd known you were a clown, it would have been amusing. And not a humiliation for you.
What do you mean?
Who ever heard of a plainclothes clown?
He had a point. So you're saying that if I juggle badly with a red nose, I'd be the king of comedy. But if I juggle badly without it...
You look like a pathetic loon. Oui, monsieur, you had it.
Okay.
Would you like to shake... I stopped myself. Electrocuted. They'd read Bill... What do you make of this grease...
Delightful. Would you like to see some of my...
Hell no!
Then,
I'll see you around.
oui, monsieur. I'll be there.
Well, I suppose I can maybe talk to the clown about a red nose. I don't know how significant that is, but...
Hi again.
Oui. What is it this time?
Look, a red nose.
Oh, you say, whoop-de-doo.
Okay. Throw plaster in his face.
Hi again.
Oui. What is it this time?
Does this plaster interest you?
Well,
Forget it. Forget that I asked. Hi again.
Oui. What is it this time?
Look,
oh,
I'd like to have another try at juggling, please.
You have got...
No.
Huh?
Allow me to demonstrate.
If you insist.
Hang on, maybe
Okay,
I've got to...
now for my secret weapon.
Oh, I see. Okay.
The juggler was speechless with rage. You could have mistaken him for a mime. And without a word, he collected his balls and left in a fury. Hey! You forgot one of your balls! Hey! But he didn't hear.
Okay.
Better still, deprived of his entertainment, the gendarme decided maybe he ought to do some policing for a change.
Oh. And
I had no desire to talk to the crowd.
okay. Now I can possibly do this. Didn't put it random. There we go. crowd is probably thinking, what in the hell is this American doing? The tourist is watching. There's some kind of entertainment. A boat.
A weird little boat lay tied up. I guess they used it to get maintenance crews around. Either that or the Phantom of the Opera was somewhere near. The recent showers had made the levels rise a little, but at least the place didn't smell so much. The wall had flaked, and anything once written on it had long since gone.
Okay.
The inscription was hard to read, but I made out Templier and something about innocence. Close up, I could see a faded inscription. My medieval French isn't much, but the few words I understood seemed to say, "This is where the gallows used to stand." Maybe.
Gallows? Underground?
The hook was held rigidly by the tightly wound chain.
Well, let's unwind the handle or something. Right.
The inscription was hard to read.
It gets me to pick it up. And then I just put it down again. Have I got something that I can put on? No, I want to get to my inventory. There's got to be something that I put on the end of it, surely. I mean, there's nowhere to go. Unless we've got to pick it up and then go over to this path.
Okay, it's long jump time.
Oh no.
Here goes. Do I look crazy or something?
Right, so what I think we're going to do is we're going to unravel this, we're going to grab the hook, and then I'm going to jump.
On the boat was a winching machine.
No shit.
There were 3 arches, each with an inscription. There were 3 arches, each with an inscription.
I mean, I've tried picking up the hook and then... I mean, I'm assuming that either I've got to use that as a jumping thing or this is going to pull one of these off. But he keeps putting it down every time I try and...
Close up, I could see a face. My medieval French, maybe. The inscription was hard. The inscription was undecipherable. The plaster had cracked and was falling away. I wondered why.
You didn't say that before.
The inscription was, I wonder.
Can I give it a whack with something?
Hey, that's hollow. It was time for some brutal destruction.
Maybe I was overthinking
Close
it.
up, I could see the plaster was thinner where I'd broken through, and behind it were some cogs and a lever. Here goes. Hey, cool. Inside the hole, I could see one of the cogs had come loose and jammed the mechanism solid. Inside the hole.
Okay. We're going to pull it out. Oh, here we go. Well, destroying artifacts and stuff. Right, I either go through the gap or I go down there. Might as well go through the gap first. Where are we? Oh, it didn't.
In the beginning was the end.
An end wrought by our enemies began our darkness.
In the end will be a beginning.
An end to our enemies heralds our new day.
Report. The military establishments are in flux. The end of the Cold War has left them with no clear goal and as obvious targets for budgetary cuts. We have successfully promoted a sense of betrayal in the upper echelons. They feel that the politicians have cast them adrift. The pattern is emerging. Our time is now.
Good. Mademoiselle?
Governments are giving the corporations more respect than their own citizens. A groundswell of dissatisfaction and dissidence is growing. The corporations are becoming too large and complex for their own executives to control them. A blind belief in market forces is accelerating this trend the world over. The pattern is emerging. Our time is now.
The global population's belief in those that govern it has never been lower. We have inculcated a sense of immediacy and action over forethought and planning in all the major governments. They are acting on hasty decisions that cannot be completed or revoked without appearing foolish. The pattern is emerging. Our time is now.
This is John Cena!
The tired old governments are dying a slow death from their own incompetence and our machinations. The millennium is almost upon us, and everything is in place for the rise of our new order. Almost. Professor, where is the broken sword?
As we discussed last time, with the loss of the manuscript, our search is as a corollary hindered.
And as discussed last time, you have been furnished with a dramatically increased budget. What have you been doing with our money, Professor?
We are working on the principle that the Templars, that is to say, our predecessors,
Hold on. These are the Templars?
must have left a trail when they were hiding the clues to the sword of Baphomet's location. I have a small army of historians and archaeologists ferreting out that trail.
I trust these historians and archaeologists are more trustworthy than your friend Pegram.
Pegram was loyal. He tried to protect the Lokman gem when the Hashashin came near.
And failed. And don't call that Syrian maniac the Hashashin. He's an assassin. Plain and simple.
That's not what he believes. He actually thinks.
Silence! Do I have to remind you that we have a sacred duty? A trust? When Philippe attempted to destroy the Order, we lost the sword and our power with it. Now we have the opportunity to reforge it. But time is short. We need results, not petty bickering, not excuses. Now, Professor Baphomet.
Yes, of course. My apologies. We will find Baphomet and the sword, manuscript or no. We have already found another element actually within Paris.
Excellent. What is it?
Well, we're not exactly sure at present.
Ha!
But I have my best people working on it. You would do well not to criticize others, Eklund. At least I have not murdered one of our own.
Of course. That guy was the bogus doctor in the hospital.
Marquet was a liability. Eklund dealt with him on my orders.
I beg your pardon, Grand Master. I did not mean to.
Have you any good news for us, Professor?
We already know 3 of the elements. We know that Klausner had obtained the lens before he vanished.
Where was he?
Syria. We know that he arrived, but after that, nothing.
The assassin.
I fear so. It's a shame. Klausner was a good operative.
I mean, I wonder if I had gone down here beforehand. I assume that that leads to where they are, perhaps.
I could hear voices from the lit area.
Yeah.
This was it. The conspiracy was revealed. Okay, nobody move. I'm making a citizen's arrest. At last, I had them. I could see the fear in their eyes as their little scheme came to pieces. You're all going away for a very long time. And you can just drop those guns. You're impressing nobody.
Okay, yes. George is dead. Okay.
It would take a blacksmith or an engineer to do anything with that. There was a crack in the wall. Through it, I could see a
This will be our last meeting in person until we locate the sword of Baphomet. I hope that I don't need to emphasize the importance of finding it. Without it, our endeavors come to nothing. With the sword reforged,
We will have the power to sweep the stage of all opposition. The new millennium will belong to us. The next time that we meet, it will be to become the princess of this world.
Okay. What the hell was that look? So I just needed to look at that area twice, so... Right, now I can go down there? Because they've left? No hurry, George, it's just the end of the world. No hurry, just, you know, keep going. I mean, it's quite funny that this bumbling idiot... This bumbling idiot has just swiped some of the artifacts from under these people's noses. They're all powerful, and you're just like, okay.
I noticed 3 small notches around the edge of the stump's top.
Let me think. I wonder what this is for. Jesus.
The light falling from above struck the gem and scattered in 5 neat rays, and each ray picked out a letter. Starting from the seal, I could read M-A-R-I-B. Marib. Now all I had to do was figure out what the heck that meant. Nico, I've seen them.
Who?
The Templars. I spied on their meeting in the catacombs.
And you saw the Knights Templar?
I saw a bunch of guys masquerading as Templars. They're after something called the Sword of Baphomet. The bogus doctor was there, the guy who killed Marquet. The manuscript is the key, just as we thought. It shows the way to the Broken Sword, whatever that is.
And how does the assassin fit into all this?
He's out to stop them.
So the assassin is on our
These
side?
Neo-Templars, they're men and women in influential positions. Don't you see? Clantar was one of them. The assassin killed him for the manuscript, to stop them finding the sword.
But now we have got the manuscript.
Yes.
So, how does he hope to find the sword?
I don't know. They said something about a lens and a guy called Klausner who's gone to Syria, but they didn't seem to realize the significance of the very site of their meeting. You see, after they'd gone, I discovered a stone pedestal and a carved inscription. I set up the gem on the tripod, directly below a beam of light. The gem split the beam and lit the letters M-A-R-I-B.
Marib is a village in Syria.
Then the Neo-Templars are ahead of us. Klausner beat me to it.
You're not thinking of going there yourself, are you?
Why not?
These guys are crazy and dangerous. That reminds me, you should leave the gem here.
Okay, what about the tripod?
I'll send it back to Andre, anonymously.
Okay. What about my ball?
Would you like this juggling ball?
Have you been drinking, George?
No, why?
Because you're talking crap.
You're talking crap!
Let's take another look at...
Don't think there's actually anything else we should take a look at on the manuscript. So we're going to Syria, are we? It's just the same old stuff.
Do you think I should go to Marib?
Syria is a long way, George.
I guess we're going to Marib then. I'm guessing off to the airport we go. Marib. Talk to boy.
Hey there, young fella. Speak you the English? Speak you the Anglais? Parlez-vous anglais?
Yes, si, and indeed oui, and rather better than you by the sound of it. My name is Nicho. Welcome to my grand emporium of quality merchandise.
Okay.
So, this is your stand?
Oh, yes, sir. Though stand does not begin to do it justice. The finest in this bustling metropolis.
This is a bustling metropolis?
Well, not per se, no.
How much are those books there on the shelf?
Have you any Syrian pounds?
I think I might have a couple of Irish pund.
Then they're too expensive for you, sir.
Why the hell would you go to another country and not get the bloody currency?
Does the word Templar mean anything to you?
Templar. Ah, Templar. Huh? Templar. Why, yes, of course.
It does?
Yes. A splendid series of books by Mr. Leslie Chatteris, featuring the roguish Mr. Simon Templar.
Great. That's a real help, Nijo. Anything else?
The Saint television program, featuring Mr. Roger Moore of the quizzical eyebrow, and a stick man with a halo. Bing.
Okay.
So all Templar means to you is Roger Moore.
I only watched it for the stick man with the halo. Bing. He was better animated.
So I'm correct in saying that the word Templar doesn't mean much to you.
Well, there was the Order of Knights who were wiped out in an Inquisition in 1312, I suppose.
That's them. What else do you know?
Just how much information do you think there is on a Trivial Pursuit card?
A what?
From the medieval edition. We had it on the stand a couple of years ago. Ask me what a pewter is. Go on. I know all this stuff.
Never mind. Okay, forget about the Templars for a minute. What do you know about knights?
Like the Crusaders, they came to the East on an insane and pointless mission. They sacrificed thousands of lives, including their own, for insensate pride. How anyone can find them romantic confounds me.
You speak very good English.
Thank you, sir. I learned from tapes that my uncle procured.
Oh, a language course.
No, sir. Jeeves and Wooster. Cassie, Noto, Aunt Agatha. What ho?
Very good.
A comedian. No surprise there.
What do you make of this?
A man-sized double-ply tissue stained with Bestheimer's number 12 white pancake grease paint, apparently.
Have you seen this man before?
No, sir. I'm glad to say. Cold eyes.
Here, shake hands, Nijo.
I'd rather not, sir. At least not while you've got that shake and shock buzzer clumsily concealed in your palm.
Oh, you noticed.
Outlawed in 3 separate arms limitation conventions, those are.
What do you make of this?
Well, beyond the obvious, very little. That pattern seems very familiar, though.
Okay.
Do you know the name Merlin?
I'm afraid not, old bean.
Old bean.
This plaster was very useful in Ireland.
Really? Your fund of travelers' tales never ceases to enthrall me. I didn't have you down as a doctor.
I'm not. I, acquired it.
I didn't have you down as a
Acquired.
petty thief either.
I'm not. What do you think of this, eh?
Oh, sir, what a splendid plaything. One day, when I am rich, I am going to build a world-renowned collection of brightly colored balls.
Are you serious?
In deadly earnest, people will come from far and wide to see my
Yes?
collection. The Rockefellers and the Gettys can keep their hoards of so-called fine art. But answer me this. What good is a Picasso, I ask you, if you cannot bounce it off a wall?
You may have a point. So long, Nijo.
Toodle pip, sir.
I'm sorry?
I had neither the money nor the desire to buy any of that garbage. I didn't really want to lug the rifle around with me.
Okay. Suppose we talk to these guys. Well, let's pet the cat first.
As I didn't see the point of going all the way over there to get scratched, I stayed where I was.
I wonder if that's going to come into play. You move the cat and then you do something. But what witty
Hello.
dialogue have you got?
I was wondering whether you could help me.
Why, hi there, handsome. What can I do for you?
Hi, my name's George. I was just...
Well, it certainly is delightful to meet you, George.
I was...
My name's Mrs. Henderson, but you can call me Pearl, I'm sure.
Okay, Pearl. I was...
So nice to meet a friendly American face so far from home.
Pearl?
Yes, dear?
I was just wondering if you could help me.
Why, sure, precious.
Sure, precious.
Do you know anything about medieval weaving?
I do a little needlework, but gosh.
It's okay. It was a long shot. Have you talked to the boy on the bric-a-brac stand?
Oh, you've met him? His name's Nijo, you know. Oh, he's just so cute, I could die. I'd love to bundle him up and take him back to Ohio.
He might not thank you.
I'm looking for something ancient, you know. Something to impress the folks back home. The poor boy was trying to do his best, but we still haven't found anything.
Have you ever heard of a group of knights called the Templars?
Sounds familiar. I remember. Dwayne had a book. The Holy
Don't tell
something
me.
and the Holy something
That's
else. I
Dwayne's.
can't quite recall. I read a little of it.
And?
Seemed like a lot of hooey to me.
So, tell me a little about yourself, Pearl.
Me? Oh, a gentleman's interest is always so flattering. Well, my husband and I run a greetings card company in a cute little place called Akron in Ohio.
Akron? Cute? Little?
Yeah, that
Is your
her
husband around, Pearl?
Well, as a matter of fact, yes, he is. Sorry to disappoint you.
I've got to go now, Pearl.
It's been a pleasure, George. Don't be a stranger.
He
Don't
didn't have
be a
anything that I
stranger.
needed. Hi, I was wondering whether you could help me.
We're going to speak to husband. Before he disappears off the screen.
Why, sure, son. Always got time for a fellow American. The name's Henderson. Dwayne Henderson.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. Henderson.
Hell, boy, I'm not in the office. Call me Dwayne.
Oh, okay. Dwayne? My name's George Stobart. Have you talked to Nijo?
Nijo? He's the youngster on that junk stand, right? Yeah, we've met him. He's a smart kid. Speaks 4 languages, and he's never had a day's formal education. He should go far. Kept trying to peddle garbage on us, though.
You're not gonna find much worthwhile around here.
I know that, and you know that. But try telling Pearl. She reckons there's antiquities in them there stands.
Them there stands.
Do you mind if I ask you an odd question?
Okay, but I might not answer it.
Do you know anything about the Templars?
The Knights Templar?
Yep.
Nope. Nothing at all.
Well, you knew they were an order of knights.
What I know and what I say are two different things, boy. I haven't lasted as long as I have in this business without knowing that.
In this business?
Sure. The greetings card business.
Oh, please. I saw a medieval picture of a woman, royalty or nobility, something like that. She was looking in a mirror, but the reflection was of a man with 3 faces. What do you think of that?
I think you should be in therapy.
Does the image of a knight holding a crystal ball mean anything to you?
Hell no. What would a knight want with a hunk of glass?
I don't know. That's the prob.
What's wrong, boy?
It's not a crystal ball. It all came together in my head. What the conspirators had mentioned losing. The strange perspective of the manuscript. It's a lens.
Well, we knew that.
Do you think bulls have any significance around here?
Weird question, George. Nope, I don't think they have.
What does Pearl do for a living?
Oh, I run a greetings card company, and Pearl writes the poems for 'em. You ought to ask her to recite some.
You're a long way from home, Dwayne.
Could say the same about you, George.
Me? Well, I'm just sightseeing, that's all.
Without a camera, kinda lags to come all this way and not take pictures. Mind if I take a picture of you, George?
What? Why? Ow! You could have warned me.
You don't mind, do you, George? The folks back home will be real interested.
Okay.
What exactly do you do, Dwayne?
Didn't I say? Oh, I run a greeting card company. Yep, we're based in Cleveland, Ohio.
Cleveland? Pearl said you're in Akron.
What was that?
Nothing. Just thinking out loud.
Okay.
What do you think of this?
It's a ball. Big deal.
Okay, well, I'll see you around, Dwayne.
Count on it, George.
Bit suspicious much?
I wasn't hungry and didn't want to buy fruit, so I didn't start a conversation. Hi, what's your name, sir?
Hello, you buy kebab. Muskul.
You buy kebab.
What do you make of this?
Buy kebab. Most good.
What the hell was the bloody apron about?
What do you think of this?
Buy kebab. Come to the...
He wants me to buy a kebab.
Does this mean anything to you?
No, you buy kebab.
I'd value your opinion on this, sir.
Nah, you buy kebab. None?
Well, goodbye. Have a nice day.
Most good.
Close up, I could see flies love kebabs.
Gross. Carpet seller. Bugs. What?
Unfortunately, I had neither the time nor the money to buy anything.
So why are we going to talk to him then?
Hi.
Hello, sir. Lovely carpet.
Does this mean anything to you?
Yes, carpets, yes?
What do you think of this?
Lovely carpets, yes.
Okay.
Ma'a salama.
Nothing else.
I had nothing to buy a carpet with, and didn't want to lug one around anyway. It was the pattern. I'd seen that pattern somewhere recently. It's me again.
Muruba.
Does this matchbook mean anything to you?
Ah, give to me, give to me. Alamut.
Okay. Whoa. Okay. Oh, I did say it was for a cafe or something, didn't I?
Many beneficent greetings, my most fortunate possible friend.
Huh? Do I know you, mister?
No, no, and again I say, no. But, my friend, do you not see our mutual good fortune in this meeting?
How frank do you want me to be?
You are a traveler, yes?
Boy, you must be the world's greatest detective.
No, I am told that is Sherlock Holmes of the big forehead and slipper full of shag. I, as contrast, am world's greatest luxury taxi driver.
I can see where this is going.
I am Ultar, taxi driver and luxury guide per excellent, yes.
This I had to hear.
Where does your heart desire to go? Simply mention the name to your obedient servant, and we shall fly there, swift as the eagle.
Oh, well, I don't really want to leave Marib yet, but I'm sure that if I do, you'll be the first to know.
Is good. You know where you want to go, you come to Ultar.
Thanks. See you around, Ultar.
Be having a pleasant day, full of shining experiences and happiness, my friend.
Hi.
Okay.
Nice club you've got here. I was wondering if you could help me. What? I mean, I beg your pardon? I'm sorry, but I don't understand.
No surprise there, alrighty. He says sorry, but he not speak English.
But he didn't say anything.
He not have tongue.
No tongue? What happened?
It was bet.
And he lost.
He won. You should see other chappie. Oh, yes.
I hadn't felt a need to spit since I was 12.
Right.
Hello again, Ultar.
Great hellos, munificent foreigner, and possible future client.
Well, you never know. Would you mind talking to me?
It's most agreeable. This is how Ultar learns such splendid English, yes? Yes.
Have you met the American couple?
Have Ultar met them? Have Ultar met them? Yes, Ultar have met them.
And?
They most ungenerous. Ultar offer to show them wonders of countryside. They say, is there anything ancient? Ultar say, yes, of course. Nature is ancient. They say, no, anything ancient made by men. And Ultar say, have you seen Taxi? Vanpelt older than Ozymandias. Ha 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 ha. But they gone.
What do you know about the kebab seller?
A most miserable man. Ultar say, cheer up, matey mate, it might never happen. And he say, shut up, Ultar.
Fancy that.
Not at all. Arto has face like the drizzle that falls on the midweek afternoon. Whatever that is.
Do you know anything about the Templars?
Of course.
Yes? What can you tell me?
Great she-bop band of the 60s.
No, that's not really...
Who put the bop in the bop, 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 bop?
Yeah, eternal questions. What do you make of that boy in the market, Nejo?
Nejo? Ha! Ayub's boy. He's too big for sandals. I speak splendid English, and he laugh. He say, Ultar, you big ox, you split infinitive. I say, I split your head if you stay still long enough. Ha 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 ha. Ho 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 ho. Pretty funny, yes?
Hilarious. You should be on cable. This place is certainly hard to find.
Oh, yes, it is most exclusive. The membership can be no more than... Kind sir, what would you guess the population of the village to be?
Gee, I don't know, a couple of thousand?
Then I would estimate the membership to be no more than a couple of thousand.
Look at this.
Is a red ball with a hole in it.
No, it's a clown's nose.
Does Clown know you have his nose?
I really hope not. What does this grease paint stained tissue mean to you?
Nothing. Why? What does grease paint stained tissue mean to you?
I mean, am I gonna get anything out of asking all of these
Have you
questions?
seen this man before?
Oh, most certainly. Was here only yesterday.
Here? Yesterday? My God, he's close.
Yes, he was asking a lot of questions, just like you.
What did he ask about?
He asked about American called Stoby.
Stobart?
Yes, Stobart. You know him.
The killer knew my name. What else did he ask about?
He asked about German man called Klobner.
I tried to remember the name of the man the conspiracy had lost in Syria. Was his name
Klausner.
Klausner?
Sure, that is what Ultar said. Klausner. I told this man in the picture. Klausner wanted to go up to Bull's Head.
Hold on, he wanted to go where?
Bull's Head. Big hill, 10 miles out of town. Maybe 60.
When was that?
Oh, maybe a week ago.
Oh, we're fucked.
What can you tell me about this Bull's Head Hill?
It's most magnificent. Lovely views. Worth visiting. Yes, by indeedity.
How do I get there? No. Let me guess.
You need fine luxury guy to take you there in air-conditioned taxi.
Woe is me. Where can I find such a guy?
And Ultar is most luxurious guy for most literally some way, in any direction.
Gee willikers, lucky old me.
Are you desirous of my pleasant and luxuriant service?
All right, let's go.
First, I regret the formalities. A trip to the Bull's Head. 50 Yankee dollars, please.
Oh no.
$50? I don't have $50.
Oh, most unhappy event. Ultar then sorry, but he cannot take you on ride of lifetime.
Hold on, Ultar. Is there nothing I could barter with you?
Word that it was so, beloved friend. But my taxi needs gas, and its muffler needs the muffler doctor. Trading for these things is not possible. My heart weeps for the injustice, but it's box or zip, or unfortunate American.
So am I gonna give him any of this stuff?
Shake my hand, Ultar.
Ha ha! Remind me of thing that happened month ago. Maybe 6. Man come up to Ultar, say, shake hands, Ultar. But man have electric buzz thing in his hand. Ha ha! How we laugh! Then I broke his arms.
Okay. Won't be doing that then.
Have a look at this.
Shiny.
What do you think of this plaster?
Not much there. Not enough to make tasteful garden gnome, for example.
What do you think of this?
Is gadget.
It's a blood pressure gauge.
Blood pressure gauge. Is what Ultar said.
What do you think of this ball?
Is most splendid, mister.
See you around, Ultar.
Fare you most splendid, good sir.
So I've somehow got to earn $50. Have I got to convince that woman,
Damn, the door's locked.
the tourist?
I'm sorry? Did you say something?
He say you not to go in toilet. Read sign, matey.
Matey?
It lose something in translation.
My Arabic, Russian, and Japanese have a lot in common. I can't read a word of any of them. The notice didn't mean anything to me. By staring hard at the notice and squinting, I discovered I couldn't understand a word of it.
I'm sure there's supposed to be a joke in there somewhere, perhaps.
Hello again, Ultar. Could you tell me what that sign means?
It's a doors stay shut until brush come back. Signed, the management.
Oh, well, what does that mean?
Manager buy lovely new toilet brush, leaves it by wash basin for 10 minutes. Come back, it been stolen. Not even out of wrapper. He damn cross. Lock up toilet and say, nobody use fine pristine toilet until brush given back. We say, what we do till then, eh? He say, cross legs and use superior willpower.
And that's what you've been doing?
No, Ultar use bucket.
Oh, God's sake.
Bye for now, Ultar.
May good fortune follow you, mister.
So have I got to sell something then?
The stand was selling some fruit I didn't recognize. This is what travel is all about. Roam the world and discover strange fruit.
I'm suspicious of these two, somehow.
Hello again, Pearl.
Why?
Have you ever heard of a hill called the Bull's Head?
No. No, I haven't. Is it nearby?
I'm not sure.
Sounds awful romantic. The Bull's Head Hill.
Have you met the taxi man, Ultar?
Heavens, yeah. What a big man. Very muscular.
But you didn't go for a ride.
Why, George, you're absolutely the most... Oh, you mean a taxi ride? No, Dwayne wasn't interested, so it didn't happen.
You said that your company is based in Akron.
And Dwayne said it's in Cleveland, no doubt.
Well, yes, he did.
Dwayne was in the Marines and Vietnam, you know. Anyway, he got a medical discharge. Thing is, he gets confused. We moved away from Cleveland 5 years ago.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean...
He also gets a little paranoid. Thinks he's a spy or something.
I'm so sorry, Pearl.
Don't worry yourself, George. We live with it.
Okay.
I've got to go now, Pearl.
It's been a pleasure, George. Don't be a stranger.
Hi there, Dwayne.
Hi there, George. How can I help you, young fella?
Young fella.
Have you ever heard of a hill called the Bull's Head?
Can't say as I have. Where's that?
I don't know. I'm trying to find out.
Bull's Head, huh? I must remember that. Sounds scenic.
Have you met Ultar?
Almost luxurious air-conditioned taxi ride, mister.
Yeah, the cabbie.
Tried to pull a bunco on us. Take us on a wild goose chase off into nowhere.
I don't know what a bunco is.
Okay, well, I'll see you around, Dwayne.
Count on it, George.
Hi, Nijo.
Hello again, sir. And how may I help you this time?
Oh, crikey.
What do you know about that couple?
Oh, they're American.
Is that all?
The chap's a little odd. As for the lady, it's a funny thing. But I get the impression she's a lot cleverer than she's letting on.
That's why I'm a bit suspicious.
I met an interesting guy earlier, a cab driver.
Ah, that would have to be Utar, a barbaric sort of chap.
Oh, he's not that bad.
You know how he speaks in Pidgin English? That's how he speaks in Arabic too.
Who's the guy selling the kebabs?
Oh, that's Arto. A miserable blighter to be sure, sir.
He doesn't seem very happy.
He never is. Day in, day out, a face like a wet Wednesday. Whatever one of those is.
Does he speak any English?
Not cogently, no.
Is that your father lurking in the back of the stand?
He is indeed. A roaring fellow. Ayub's his name.
You don't sound like you respect him very much.
Don't I? Not only do I respect him, I rather like him. For all his bluster, we get on very well.
That's not a very friendly cat you got there, Nijo.
No, sir. It is a very unfriendly cat.
Why do you keep it?
Oh, it's not mine. It just rests where it pleases. And today, it pleases to rest there. As Kipling would say, it is a cat that walks by itself.
Fiercely independent.
And it smells.
Seriously, do you really think this thing's so great?
Take it away, you tempter.
I'll swap it for something off your stand.
Due to seasonal financial considerations, I'm afraid I cannot.
I thought you wanted this thing.
I do, sir. This stand doesn't.
Which in translation meant it's not really my stand, and I'll be in big trouble if I swap anything for something that I want myself.
Alternatively, is there any service that you require?
Not at the moment, but I'll bear it in mind.
I mean,
see you around, Nijo.
Ta-ta for now, sir.
I wonder. Aw, come on. Oh, I thought that the cat would jump on him or something. I guess I just got to continue asking people stuff.
I wasn't hungry and didn't want to buy fruit.
Okay.
Hello again, sir.
Hello.
Have a ball.
What do you make of this, sir?
You buy kebab?
I'd value your opinion on...
Nah.
Have I showed
What do you
him
make of
everything?
this, sir?
You buy kebab?
I'd value...
Nah.
He doesn't want anything.
What do you make of this, sir?
You buy kebab?
I'd...
Nah.
What do you make of this?
You buy kebab?
I'd value you...
Nah.
What do you make of this?
You buy kebab?
Just gonna say I'd buy
I'd
kebab.
value your...
Nah. You buy kebab? None?
I wish it told me who the person was, so I don't get confused who I'm speaking to.
Well, goodbye. Have a nice day.
Most good.
Arto.
I realized the horrific truth. The guy was basting the kebabs with a toilet brush. It may never have seen the inside of a toilet bowl, but it was still hardly appetizing.
Where's the brush then? Is that a brush there?
In the still air, the smell hung around like bad smells do.
I mean, usually you kind of... distract
Hello
him.
again, sir.
Hello. Kebab? Yeah?
Okay. It's saying that I have to give the ball
Well,
to
Most good.
the boy. He doesn't want to take it though. Maybe I've just got to force him to take it.
Hi,
so I
Nijo.
can get some
Hello
money.
again, sir. And how may I help you this time?
You really want this ball?
You know I do, sir.
But
Hi, Nijo.
Hello again.
Oh.
Come.
Look, this is going to sound a bit strange, but
Oh,
I
okay.
need Arto's brush.
What? The brush he bastes the kebabs with?
Yes.
Let me find some dirty postcards for you instead.
Nijo, this is serious. Arto stole that brush he's using from a friend, and I want to get it back.
Perhaps I could help you, old chap. Maybe? Perhaps?
Maybe what? Perhaps what?
I do not wish to seem mercenary, sir, but I am a merchant, and merchants trade.
Merchant? This isn't Sears and Roebuck here.
Well, if you're going to be disagreeable,
No, you're right. What would you like?
I seem to recall that you have something that might alleviate my boredom. A globe of delight, a Rubicon spheroid of heavenly pleasure.
You mean the ball, don't you?
A tiny spherular form that barely spans my hand, yet promises hours of amusement.
If you mean the ball, why don't you just say so?
Can I have the ball back, mister?
All right, here you go.
People say bad things about Americans, but you're okay in my book.
What people? What bad things?
Never mind that now. Remember the brush?
Right, yes, the brush.
All you have to do with Arto is be polite. It lightens his day, makes it all worthwhile for him again.
How can I be polite to the guy when I can't speak a word of Syrian?
Arabic.
That's what I meant.
Simply memorize this phrase. Il ach il kalb.
Il akal kalb.
Close enough. Now, go over to Arto and deliver those honeyed words even unto his delicate ear. He won't be able to do enough for you.
Really?
Really.
What exactly does il akal kalb mean?
A polite but subtly complimentary greeting. He won't be able to do enough for you.
I'm somehow
So long,
thinking
Nijo.
this is
Toodle pip, sir.
I'm being set up here.
Hello again, sir.
Hello. Kebab? Yeah?
Il akul kalb?
Filthy. Bad. I'll kill you.
Whoa! Calm down! I just... Feet, do your thing.
What? Well, I now know where the brush is.
Hello again, Ultar.
Praise be to Allah. I am blessed with your bountiful presence once more.
What does il akal kalb mean?
Who teach you that?
Nejo told me to say it to Arto.
And Arto come after you with big knife, yes?
Yeah, how did you know?
I know Arto. You tell him in bad Arabic that his kebab's made from dog meat.
I said he was using dog food? No wonder he went crazy.
No. Ultar not mean meat for dog. Ultar mean meat of dog.
Oh. Ew.
Okay. That didn't really get me any further. Oh, I see. So,
See you around, Ultar.
Fare you most splendid, good sir.
so that was the distraction. The kid said he was going to swipe the brush, didn't he? As a favour for getting the ball. Oh, so much dialogue! That's sometimes why point and clicks are very hard, because you have to suffer through all of the dialogue. And some of it is not really that interesting.
Hi, Nijo. What the heck did you tell me to tell him?
Patience, sir.
Patience? Patience? I've been chased by a homicidal kebab seller, and you expect me to be patient?
But consider, sir, while you were running from the irate Arto wasn't using the brush.
Hold on. Are you telling me that I've been used as a diversionary tactic?
Your brush, sir.
Ta-da!
I can't believe that you put me on that kebab seller's death list for a toilet brush.
The ends justify the means, sir.
Yeah, but I noticed it wasn't your butt that was on the line, though.
They also serve who only stand and wait, sir.
Oh, spare me. Thanks for getting the brush and risking my life to do it.
Anytime. Glad to be of service.
See you around, Nijo.
Ta-ta for now, sir.
There was a difficulty setting that it would take away like dialogue and things of things that I had asked already. And I can't remember whether that was what I did. Because you can pretty much keep asking the same people about certain objects and stuff when they've already answered you. I have your toilet brush.
Hello again, Ultar.
Praise be to Allah.
Look, I've got the toilet brush back.
You man of action, alrighty. Don't just wave at me. Give to manager.
Bye for now, Ultar.
May good.
Hello again, friend. There wasn't much point in trying to launch an in-depth when I couldn't speak Arabic and he couldn't speak. Period. Well, I did know a few words of Arabic, but doubted the wisdom of using them. Here's your brush, sir. It wasn't easy getting it back.
All this just to get into the freaking toilet.
The manager took the brush from me, gave me the toilet keys as my reward, and stomped off. What was all that about?
Manager, he say, bah, look at state of this. Need much cleaning and detergent before go around my you bend.
He said all that?
Body language account for much, you know? Oh, yes, indeedy.
Okay. Why do I need to get into the toilet? I don't understand.
I hadn't drunk anything since the morning. and I didn't need to use it. Oops.
You've just yanked the frickin' chain off. Why would I need a chain? I mean, it's not to give those tourists to say that it's something antique, is it?
I hadn't drunk anything since the morning, and I didn't need to use it.
I keep forgetting to actually use the look command.
The mirror was as clean as anything else in there. The sink was clean, but there didn't seem to be a plug. It was a roller towel dispenser.
Okay. Did it say pick it up? Why do I don't want a hand towel?
There didn't seem much point in closing the dispenser. Even closed, it would be obviously empty.
Are we doing the good old plugging the sink or something? No? Why have I got a towel? That's what kind of is a bit confusing about these things is that no real idea why I'm picking up certain objects and what I have to use them for. So I thought at least having like an objective, my objective is to earn money, I thought, to afford a taxi ride. I'm going to give the chain to what's-her-face and see what she says, but...
Hello again, Pearl.
Why, hello, George.
What do you think of this toilet chain?
My, but you're a strange one, George.
Was that it? Oh, he's using the ball now.
Why, hello, George. It's so...
Look.
Oh, George, you poor, poor thing.
No, I'm fine.
I mean, I can see something happening here. Look, so the guy's gonna come through there. Is he gonna hit him in the face or something? Okay. Right, is he gonna hit the ball and the cat is gonna chase the ball? Okay. Random. Oh, is that now the antique?
The statuette looked pretty sorry for itself after its fall, chipped with both arms broken off.
I think it's probably meant to be like that. Is this the antique I've got to show her?
Hello again, Pearl.
Why, hello, George.
Are you interested in antiquities?
I know. What have you got there, George?
How about this fine statuette?
Oh, George, that would be ideal, except, I don't know. It looks new, George. You wouldn't be trying to make a fool out of me, would you, George?
Good God, no, Pearl. Nothing could
Never.
be further from my mind.
I think you are.
He didn't have anything that I needed. The stand was hawking ancient machine parts that seemed to be from a stripped-down printing press. I couldn't imagine where they'd come from, or who'd want them.
Well, perhaps giving the thing to Dwayne then.
Hi there, Dwayne.
Hi there, George. How can I help?
What do you think of this?
Looks like not old enough, though.
Okay. Do I show it back to what's his face? Oh no!
Hello again, sir. And how may I help you this time?
May I have this statuette? It is broke.
Certainly. And when my father deals with that feline for breaking it, you can have a Davy Crockett hat as well.
Have I got to use it with?
That... No way.
Okay. I mean, it seems the obvious choice. I don't know why it kind of went to a dead end with the dialogue.
Hello again, Pearl.
Why,
Have you had anything from the kip?
heavens, no, with my digestion.
Are you interested in antique?
I know. What?
How about this?
Oh, George, that would be ideal, except, I don't know. It looks new, George. You wouldn't be trying to make a fool out of me, would you, George?
Good God, no, Pearl. Nothing could be further from my mind. I've got to go now.
It's been a...
No way.
I've not got to use my bloody plaster again, have I? In the sink. I just don't know how to... Unless I sell it to what's-his-face for $50 so that I can get on in the taxi, but... Maybe that was a red herring. Unless I've somehow got to make the statue old looking. Or maybe I'm just thinking too much into it.
Hello again, Ultar.
Praise be. Statuette is...
Hello again, Ultar. About Bull's head.
Are you this...
Well, maybe.
A terrific bargain.
50, huh? Well, I still don't have any cash on me. America.
Oh, unfortunate, most extreme. The delights of the Bull's Head Hills then must wait, I fear.
So what have I got to give him then?
Look what I've got. The towel from the toilet.
What do you want with towel?
Well, I don't know yet, do I?
You sure a funny bod. Run around, collect things.
Yeah. Right, so it's saying that I need to combine stuff. I thought I did combine.
See you around, old.
Fare you most splendid.
Unless I'm doing it wrong.
Hmm.
Confused. I mean, the game's not going to do something weird that it only lets you do it one way round, is it?
That is not a good
No.
idea.
Well, the only thing is that she didn't say it's old enough. But how do I make it look old? And this guy doesn't speak English.
It's me again. Does this mean anything?
Yes, yes.
That's a no then. She's over there now.
Hi, Nijo.
Hello.
What happened to your ball, Nijo?
I regret to say that it has been confiscated by my father.
Oh, Nijo, I'm sorry.
Not to worry, sir. Soon he will forget why he has the ball and put it on the stand, at which point I shall recover it.
I'm sorry about the statuette being broken as well.
Again, do not fret, sir. It has been on the shelf for a long time. As merchandise, it did not have legs.
Now it hasn't got any arms either.
Very droll, sir.
Ha 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 ha.
I borrowed this from the
How nice.
May I have this statuette?
Certainly. And when my father deals with that feline...
What is this
Are you building...
Okay.
I borrowed this from the Club Alamat.
How nice for you.
I mean...
So long.
It's either that or I'm just not doing the combining right, but...
It was a length of... The statuette looked pretty sorry for its... That is not a good idea.
Oh.
The plaster seemed to soak up the grease paint until it began to look like stone.
Now I can sell it.
Hello again, Pearl.
Why, hello.
What do you think of this fine...
Oh, Matt, that's just what I've been looking for. Just one thing, though.
Gullible much?
It looks awful similar to that modern one you showed me.
Ah, well, that's because... You see, that's because the first one I showed you was a modern copy of this one. And I sought out the artist who'd done the copy and bought the original. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Oh, George, how can you ever forgive me?
There's nothing to forgive, believe me. Would you like it?
Would I ever? I'm not carrying the money, though. If you go and find Dwayne, he'll pay you for it. If he gives you any trouble, just tell him that I want it.
Hi there, Dwayne.
Hi there, George.
Have you had any dealing?
Absolutely not. Pearl's already had one attack of Montezuma's revenge.
God.
What do you think of this?
Good gravy. Looks old.
Yeah, I had to turn this town upside down.
Boy, your luck's better than ours. Looks Roman.
I wouldn't know.
What do they say back home? How much do you want, George?
$500.
Oh, I couldn't. It's the find of a lifetime. I mean,
$50. Take it or leave it.
I'll take it. Here you go.
I mean, who would go all this way and not carry any
And
money?
here you go.
Oh, $50.
Okay, well, I'll see you around, Dwayne.
Count on it, George.
See, I don't like that when he says count on it, and I'm just like, what's this door? I never saw this before.
I figured going out into the countryside was a pretty...
Oh, okay. I've got your money. Right, now give me a taxi ride.
Hello again, Ultar.
Praise be to Allah.
About bull...
Are you desired
Well, maybe.
a terrific bag?
50, huh? Okay, it's a deal. Here's the cash.
Ah, most splendid. As you say, the cash price mullah is correct. Mister, we make with haste.
Where exactly is your taxi? Because the only vehicle I can see around here is an aging army surplus truck.
Yes?
Ah, okay. I'll be along in a minute.
Oh no.
It didn't seem right to take off with the toilet keys, so I left them on the bar.
But what about the toilet chain? You're just gonna take that, are you? Randomly just taking a chain out the toilet.
Hello again, Ultar.
His most splendid and adventurous client.
That's your taxi?
Oh, yes, most assuredly. Most entirely splendid taxi in all Marib.
It looks like an old army truck to me.
Bah! You Americans with your checkerboard caps and your jet hearses. You have lost sight of what a taxi should truly be.
About 4 tons by the look of it.
There, you have hit the nail in the nutshell.
Okay, already, let's go.
Regrettably not, most esteemed pair. There is a minor problem of a tiny nature. The fan belt has taken it upon itself to break.
So, what are you gonna do?
What can I do? I must wait for a ride to the garage for a replacement.
How long is that gonna take?
1 day, maybe 6,
I can't wait that long. We gotta get
Why
moving.
didn't he tell me?
But how, my friend?
I'll think of something.
Put a chain around it.
What does this toilet chain mean to you?
You got brass back so you could steal chain? You're sure strange cook.
What do you think of this?
Is blood.
Oh, okay.
Is this any use to you?
My friend, the very thing, yes.
Don't know, that's a replacement for a
Ultor
fan
took the
belt.
towel from me, cut it in 2 lengthways, and gave me half back. With his half, he did the kind of fan belt replacement that's normally done with stockings.
Now, if I knot the ends together, so... Serviceable, yes? Very serviceable indeed.
Stockings might work on a Bentley, but on a truck, the coarse toweling did the job nicely.
Come along, my friend. You want to see the bull's head? Yes.
Okay. And there was a reason I picked up that towel. Somehow. I just wish it wasn't that kind of random. It should give you a few more clues to kind of say, oh, this dispenser needs a key, so you can open it, and etc. etc. I didn't know it was a bloody army carrier. Okay. Why the hell am I up here? And say I can't get down there, probably. Uh-oh. No. What?
I'd damaged that tree enough for one day.
No, okay.
With a flourish, I tied the end of the towel to the stick with a textbook reef knot.
Have I then got to put it in there as like a...
I could see that crack would make a good anchor point.
What?
Well, that looked really safe. But I had no choice. I hadn't anticipated going mountaineering when I'd come to Syria.
It's a stick! How's that gonna hold your weight? Okay, fair enough. The hole.
Close up, the niche looked somehow artificial. I didn't like the idea of putting my... But there was something in there. A metal...
Gonna use our trusty sewer key. That's coming useful. Oh, maybe not. Nope. How about the chain? What does he say about it? A metal ring.
There was a metal ring in the niche. It seemed like another calling card from the Templars. I took a firm hold of the ring and pulled. Whoa there!
Okay. Right, I think I'm going to leave it there for the time being. I don't know what's beyond that door, but I'm sure it's something really confusing and not at all obtuse.